What if everyone could read each other's minds? Imagine a world where your deepest, most private thoughts are as accessible as flipping the pages of an open book. Buckle up, because this is one mind-blowing hypothetical that could change everything in our lives as humans. Dive into this fascinating journey with me as we dissect the incredible advancements, chilling consequences, and surprising adaptations this world would demand. To begin grasping what a world of mind readers would look like, we need to establish a key concept: transparency. Imagine walking down the street. Every passerby knows your thoughts instantly, and you can read theirs. You would know if your boss secretly hated your proposal during your last meeting. You could pick up immediately if someone lying about their age or intentions on a dating app. But how would this change the core of human interactions? Well, let's get personal. Thoughts, as of now, are private sanctuaries. They are unspoken dialogues with ourselves. Without this privacy, social norms would face a monumental overhaul. Relationships would likely need to focus on radical honesty, because you couldn't hide feelings of anger, resentment, or betrayal. No more feigning enjoyment at an awkward party or pretending to like the surprise gift from your best friend. How might we function societally if everyone's brutal honesty came unfiltered? On the upside, conflicts stemming from miscommunications would reduce significantly. Gone would be the days of debating what someone really meant in that cryptic text message. Imagine global leaders negotiating deals in absolute honesty because they couldn't lie even if they wanted to. Things like peace treaties could become almost instantaneous, but the question is, at what cost? This brings us to one of the critical drawbacks: the concept of security. In a world where no one could have secrets, espionage, criminal activities, and even privacy laws as we know them would vanish. Hackers, scammers, and adversaries wouldn't need to steal your passwords. They'd just read them straight from your thoughts. Companies would likely find it impossible to maintain trade secrets, and innovation might suffer since you'd struggle to protect your intellectual property. Interestingly, jobs requiring creativity and emotional intelligence could rise significantly in importance. Why? Because while data collection would cease to exist, there would still be value in interpreting and visualizing thoughts in new ways. Artists, storytellers, and therapists might become more crucial than ever, shaping societal narratives about the human experience. Consider another scenario: education. Think about how profoundly this could change the classroom. Teachers could sense instantly who understands the material and who's faking it. No pop quizzes necessary. This levels the playing field entirely, ensuring students who genuinely need help receive personalized assistance in real time. Creating a world of mind readers could possibly increase levels of understanding in ways not currently graspable. But hold on, how would we prevent information overload? Imagine a bustling subway station or a rock concert. Thousands of stray thoughts bombarding you like a tidal wave. Would our brains adapt to filter through the noise? Or would physical tools like mind shields be developed to offer control over this flood of data? Enter technology. Humans would inevitably need gadgets to regulate mind reading. Scientists might create devices embedded in our brains, maybe even toggled with preferences to restrict access at certain times. Perhaps we could control filters for only specific friends or family members. But mastering equipment like this would come with high costs, likely raising questions of socio-economic disparity. Whoever couldn't afford a device could become socially marginalized. Speaking of barriers, let's think about love. Romance could become incredibly complicated, yet fundamental at its core. Imagine love stripped of pretense, when everyone knows exactly how each other feels. Crushes wouldn't remain crushes for long. No more awkward intentions left unspoken or subtext-packed dates. While some may find this liberating, it also risks eroding mystery and tension, the elements that often make falling in love such an exhilarating experience. Now, let's dig into culture. Would creativity flourish or wither? At first glance, sharing thoughts mind to mind might seem like an artist's dream. instant collaborative workflows, limitless expression, and no creative roadblocks. But if everyone instantly accessed unfinished works or early drafts, would creativity feel stifled under such exposure? Think about a famous novelist whose ideas can be literally lifted mid-writing session by another aspiring author. This trade-off might reframe our entire value system toward intellectual contributions, and cultural constructs globally could experience upheaval. Ethically, opening up everyone's minds might reveal widespread prejudice or unpopular opinions. Imagine how society would grapple with raw, unfiltered sentiments we usually suppress to fit in. Policies aimed at dismantling preconceived biases or nurturing an environment of inclusivity would take priority. Could mind readers eliminate racism, sexism, or any other form of discrimination through unparalleled understanding? Conversely, think about crime and punishment. A suspected criminal couldn't bluff innocence anymore. Detectives might only need a moment with the perpetrator to extract information. This efficiency sounds exciting, but also teeters dangerously on morality. Would this level of forced transparency eliminate due process? Would punishment for even stray, poorly intentioned thoughts arise? And what about personal growth? Some psychologists argue that struggles often happen internally, with self-exploration being a hallmark of working through emotions. If everyone around you knew your every insecurity or irrational fear, building emotional resilience might decrease. However, with everything open for everyone to perceive, perhaps society would normalize vulnerability and foster collective empathy. But there's a mind bender here. Wouldn't mind readers themselves lose the essence of individuality? Are we risking the creation of a hive mind where distinctions between self and others blur altogether? Would the human race become a completely unified consciousness, as if operating by shared thought clouds in one neural network? Several philosophers theorize this could unravel identity itself, leading to existential crises on a global scale. Now, brace yourself for the real kicker. Would free will still exist? Think about it. If our minds are open books, wouldn't societal pressures and collective judgment practically dictate behaviors? In essence, by revealing everyone's innermost selves, conformity might erase uniqueness rather than celebrating it. Conversely, some optimistic thinkers argue that this would allow authenticity to rule supreme. Before wrapping up, let's touch on a lighter note: parenting. Terrified of finding out exactly what your teenager thinks about you. While it could provide entertaining dinner table conversations, it also comes with challenges. For example, accidental revelations about misplaced trust could spark family drama like never before. But hey, no more guessing about what to get on their wish list. At the end of this thrilling what-if exploration, we must circle back to one simple question. Is this world better or worse than ours today? The sheer magnitude of changes we'd undergo makes it tough to call. Would you want to live in a society where privacy dissolves in favor of transparency? Or is mystery fundamental to human existence? In this thought experiment, we've reached only the tip of the iceberg. Such a world remains intriguing, complex, and potentially terrifying. Would humanity rise spectacularly, resolving age-old problems in previously unimaginable ways? Or collapse into chaos under the weight of too much information? So now it's your turn. What do you think? Would you embrace mind reading in a heartbeat, or run for the nearest cave where thoughts can still be your own? Let us know in the comments, which, by the way, are still private. For now. Like and subscribe for more cosmic, crazy, what-if journeys only here on What If Facts. See you in the next Brain Bender.